Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. As you can see, things look a little bit different around here. I took some time last night to level the entire village. There is no longer like any trace of a village here at all. All the paths are gone, all the houses are gone, all the villagers are locked up. And I collected all of these materials. I've got all kinds of like oak wood, cobblestone stuff. I even got some spruce from over there. And we have a perfect flat ground area to start building. And I was kind of thinking, well, what should I build? You know, like, obviously I'm gonna build a house or something. Like, I haven't built a place for me to live yet. I'm still living on top of like that little box. But then I did some exploration of the surrounding area, and it turns out that there's an ocean that way. Then this river goes around, and this thing here is actually an island. And then I'm pretty sure this thing over here is an island because there's an ocean over that way too, and it's all one big ocean here. And so it's like, okay, well, we got some like coastside property, so what are we gonna do with that? And then I remembered, well, I do like to fish. So what if we made like a little, I don't know, either like a fishing village or some sort of something like that. And eventually we could build like a village here, and we could have like a bunch of like stuff on that island too. Like we could make like a whole little civilization in here for like our villagers to live in, us to live in. And I think that'd be pretty cool. So I think I'm gonna start with building some sort of like, I don't know, fisherman's hut or something for me to live in, probably right on that little peninsula there. Then I guess we could build little houses and stuff. We could just rebuild the village, but better for our villagers. And then as we start like getting them to have like trades for us and stuff, we could make like little stations for them. I don't know, it'll be fun. I'm sure we'll find something to do with all these materials. Because look at this, like we just have an excess of just stuff from tearing down all those houses. So I'm sure we can build something interesting with all of this. I think the first thing that I'm gonna start with is, so I'm gonna build an iron farm eventually, because I want to get the trade with the, what is it, the weaponsmith villager that has 4 iron for 1 emerald, that trade. I want to get that because that's just really, really like a really good source of emeralds and XP like early game. But to do that, I think we would need an ironsmith house or something like that, a blacksmith kind of idea. And so I think we should start off by building that. Although I don't know what that would look like. I'm kind of just looking through the blocks that I have. I guess I have some like, I've got the blast furnaces, I've got these smooth stone, I've got bricks. I could probably make something pretty cool. But basically, like, I'm not gonna have the villagers free roaming because that's just too risky because they're just gonna get eaten by something. But I can make it so that they're just living in their little house, safe from everything. And then, but it still looks cool, you know? And then like you can just go into the house and trade with whichever villager you want. I think that's gonna be the vibe that I go with. For like this kind of thing, I'd want a lot of stone, but I don't have any actual stone, I just have cobblestone. And I don't know if I wanna waste my smelting stuff on making the cobblestone into stone, because I'd have to get a lot of coal, and I don't think I have very much coal left. Yeah, I have literally 2 coal left after smelting up some iron, so I don't know. Do I have any? I have access to andesite. I could get a bunch of andesite. I have only 19 now. Let me go get like a stack of andesite real quick. Seeing this really makes me want to do an underground build, but I do that in so many of my other worlds that I don't think I'm gonna do one for this one. I just really like the terrain outside. I think it's really interesting because we have that island like right there, but it doesn't look like an island, it's so big. And then we have this really nice like mainland section that we're on right now. And then if you remember from last video, we have like a little lake over there and like some cherry blossom stuff. So I think we should try and live here. I was also thinking we could build something. Ooh, maybe I could have like the blacksmith house actually like in this cliff. That would be neat because it's like he needs like the access to the ores or whatever, so he's living in the mountain. That'd be cool. I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I'm seeing this kind of like natural contour which is interesting. I think I'm gonna just dig out a little bit of this cliff. I think that's a pretty convincing furnace. Hi.
How are you?
You're good. Ooh, what the heck? These are super rare. Deep slate coal ore. This is super rare. I was just on a little resource run to grab stuff from this mine shaft, and I just found at least what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 deep slate coal ore. I've never even seen one of those in survival before, ever since this update. That's crazy. Well, I have been doing a lot of stuff off camera, so I might as well show you guys what I've got going. Okay, so I pretty much finished the armorsmith / blacksmith house. I made this little outdoor area with like, you know, like an outdoor furnace, some like lava, like an anvil, some coal, and then the inside part is done for the most part. I still need to put the villagers in here. We're gonna have one weaponsmith, one armorsmith, and you know, they've got some raw materials, like everything, a little like blast furnace here. I think it looks pretty good. It's kind of hard to build detailed builds at the start of the world when you don't really have that many materials, but since we teared down this entire village, it wasn't too hard. I think this looks pretty good. I'm gonna just leave it like it is. I also started collecting some cows, and I'm starting to make a farm over here. I think I'm gonna make like a little farming like area to this village down over here. Eventually I'm gonna start laying out where all the buildings are gonna go, but I haven't done that yet. I haven't really been thinking about that, because first we need to do a lot of stuff like making an iron farm, getting our villagers set up in there and in other places. And right now the main thing that I want to do before calling this a video is getting more villagers. I'm also trying to decide, like, you know, what type of buildings am I going to have for this village? For this building, I kind of used mostly a block palette of just cobblestone, diorite, and then kind of stone. I kind of did a gradient for these walls and ceiling. Then I had like the bricks and the granite, but that's mostly just to give it kind of like the blacksmith, like stone and metal kind of vibe in here. I think for the main village, I found these spruce trees a little while ago. They're actually on the other side of this island over here that I was talking about. I think for the main houses in the village and some of the other like bigger buildings, I'm going to use deep slate for the roof, and then a mixture of just like stone plus andesite, and then spruce wood and a little bit of oak wood for the walls. But I don't know exactly what I'm going to do for that. There needs to be a big building somewhere in like the center of the village where the villagers actually get bred and then get like put in their little separate houses. So I think that's going to be the next building that I need to build. I don't know what I want it to look like. It could be like kind of like a town hall kind of deal, because it's like, you know, like the heart of the village where all like the villagers come out of. But I also need to make it pretty functional, because like it needs to be able to, like, for me to like take individual villagers out and just place them wherever I want them. So I don't know what that's gonna look like quite yet, but we'll get there. Okay, so I need it to like, since it's like kind of like a building, like in the middle of everything. It needs to look pretty good, like, not gonna lie. Like, I can't really mess this up. Let me lay out, like, the foundation. Yeah, this looks good. Now we need to start adding the oak wood elements to the bottom part of this. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna grab stairs, slabs, logs. We're running low already, which is kind of crazy. At least low in like the scale of what we're building. We have enough probably for now. Let's see. So we're gonna have a door. We're gonna have a double door. Well, are we though? Because we can't let the villagers get out. I don't know what to do about that.